You could not write this. That is mad.
Don't wait for me, 'cause I keep breathing fire. I won't wait for you, 'cause you keep telling lies. I keep going high, she keeps going low. At the end of the day, she's gone. But you don't wait for me, 'cause I keep breathing fire. And you can tell it.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Outcasts to Icons with me, a man who's very happy to be in Spain right about now. As always, if you want to do me a favour, drop a like on the video, really does help out. Just helps people find the content and all that jazz. So, OSASUNA. Oh, what a rollercoaster that was yesterday. Probably one of the longest episodes I've done in ages, but I felt that it kind of needed to be done. I still had to trim out some other stuff in that video just to make that one as short as 25 minutes, but that's how it goes. So, today's plan for this video, of course. Now, the first game we've got is literally tomorrow, so I've not touched anything. I've still not looked at the squad yet, because I wanted to do it with you guys as it's a bit more fun that way. However, I have put in the faces for any regions that we needed missing, put in kit packs, all the sort of good stuff that we need, 3D kits, and now the club looks a little bit more complete, so to speak. So, let's get stuck in. Now, I wanted to quickly address tactics before we get into anything a bit deeper, really, is that my plan really with tactics is, again, the same kind of thing, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm not one of those people that really wants to just overhaul tactics every chance I get, because, firstly, these things take a lot of time, and often they can be completely fruitless when we have a very competent existing tactic, and I'm not going to change that for no reason just to shoehorn people in, although I admit that there will be an element of shoehorning with this tactic possibly at the start anyway. But once we're allowed to bring our own signings in, start to get things going, I like building a tactic and then trying to make that work. That just seems to be the thing that I do now, and that's just how I enjoy playing the game, and I'm not going to just randomly stop doing that now, that's for sure. Messi, however, if you want to be my teammate, wide playmaker, it's probably the role for you, bud. I don't expect you to move, just pass. I also am going to look at Leandro Crespin. I'm going to do a scout report on him and see how he compares to some of the players that we have at OSASUNA, because he is easily one of my favourite players we've had in the save so far, and it would be cool to bring him over to the club, but it just depends on how he fits in compared to the rest of this team. It is a massive step up. So, plan right now, have a look through the team, the starting team, some of the youth prospects if there are any. Let's face it, with youth facilities like this, you'd hope that there are. Then I'll get the tactics in, we'll go to tomorrow, and play our first game in charge, which is against Mallorca. Now, interestingly, the club are amazingly off the back of 2 wins against Athletic, which I'm pretty certain might in fact be a derby. In fact, yes, it is, local derby. Although, interestingly, not a fierce rivalry. That's kind of interesting. And then also a win in the cup against Albacete. So that's going to help for morale, if nothing else. I'm guessing that was both under the caretaker manager, though, so that's not really a previous guy's job, is it really? Now, of course, we do have a budget to make some signings in January. Now, we, as well, will actually have some scouts, which means we might be able to get some scouting done. It's unlikely if we're going to be able to make any meaningful signings, because we're not going to have a lot of time to find any. But should I find one, you know, I won't be afraid to bring it in. But it just depends entirely on how this squad's looking. I'm curious to see what some of these players are like. Now, we fully expect to be making a few transfers in January to bolster this squad out, and I'm sure your club will be doing the same as well. So to keep on top of all of those transfers for your clubs and all the other clubs around Europe and the world, check out the OneFootball app. All the latest news about managers, transfers, results, fixture changes, and the Euros, of course, coming up this summer. Get live score notifications from tons of leagues around Europe and the world, and of course, all the big summer tournaments and cups as well. Follow your favourite teams, get team news on the match day, vote for who you think will win the match, and get statistics as the matches are ongoing. The app has yet to tell me that Pep Guardiola has been appointed Fulham manager, but I guarantee that when it happens, OneFootball will know about it. So once again, thank you to OneFootball for sponsoring this video, and you can download the app for free with the link in the top line of the description. So, reports, boom, ability, set, okay. So young talent, clearly not an issue here. They've got Guillermo, who, no way. Lionel, we need to talk. Sorry, this is incredible. You could not write this. That is mad. They have a wonder kid, fine, that's not really a rarity in FM these days, who is a natural wide playmaker. You don't see these very often, I find. Generally speaking, wide players tend to be just, you know, wingers or defensive wingers if they're a little bit poor in other areas. The vision is good. If he works on his... He's only 20. He is mad. And there was me going, Lionel Messi's going to be great for that role. And I'm sure he would be. But we have Guillermo on loan from Valencia, albeit, but maybe we can extend that loan. He looks phenomenal. Jose Gonzalez as well is a left-footed left winger, so that is definitely something interesting. But what I would say is I'm not opposed to just playing him in that role anyway, because we saw how good Nandori was when he played there. He didn't score as much, but boy oh boy did it really help our striker. Even playing him as an inside forward, I mean it's left, not left only, which suggests to me that he does actually have a reasonable right foot as well. So that's extremely nice to see. Really, really good. Speed. He's 6'4". Damn. Oh, damn. Okay, this is looking very tasty so far. Striker, though, important. Nathan Ake as well, who... Okay, like, I know he can play left-back, and the game considers him a left-back. If we have better centre-backs, or centre-backs that can definitely dominate in the air a bit more, then I wouldn't be against playing Nathan Ake as a left-back, because he's very defensively capable and clearly can play that role super-duper well. But I also, at the same time, wouldn't be opposed to putting him as a centre-back as well, although the brings ball out of defence might be a bit of a concern, and maybe that might be better here. There's also Andre Anderson, who... Oh, wow. Attempts overhead kicks. Okay, that's going to be fun. Likes to beat around repeatedly. Does have... Wow. Jesus Christ. This is the guy that's going to play in the Kovacevic role. And he's bloody brilliant. Finishing of 12 isn't amazing. Well, it's still good, though. Composure's great. Flair, dribbling. Everything about him is like, yes, I like you in this role. You are excellent. He's not even super short. He's got decent jumping reach for us. Like, he is brilliant. Really, really like him. We've got a player worth £33 million in our team. How have we managed to blag this role? I'm convinced that the squad might... I think the squad might get on our back a bit easier because of the reputation issue. But at the end of the day, if it goes wrong here, it goes wrong here. That's the beauty of a journeyman save. We can move on to other sides. Oh, I'm excited about this already. Lucas de la Vega, who is very much a central... What about Metzala on attack? Finishing isn't spectacular, but his composure is very good. And he's right-footed. Plays 1-2s, arrives late in opponent's area, which is kind of not bad, actually. Good dribbling, runs with ball often. But again, that's not ideal. I tell you what, I'm a fan of Lucas de Vega. Got lots of Brazilians in this team. Now, we just need to see if they've got a defensive midfield player, like someone that can tackle really well. Literally, the next guy I click on is Santiago Ascasibar, 30-year-old Argentinian international who is a natural ball-winning midfielder who can play both there and has 18 tackling. Remember that part about, oh, I might need to make some signings to sort this squad out? I am less convinced of that than ever. Oh yeah, let's not forget, this is the club captain, Mikel Gotti, as well, who... I mean, personally, I prefer Andre Anderson over to him right now, but why is he club captain so young? But he's not even, like, the best player, but he's still very, very good. Okay, here's the striker, Josh O'Connor. To be fair, he's not really better or worse in any of these positions. Let's just see what he's like as a pressing forward on support, just see if he's lacking anything. The concentration is a bit of a problem, and some of his mentals are a bit sus. And I'll be honest with you, as a striker, I think this is probably the weakest point in the squad. When you look at some of the quality of the players in this team, I feel like an on-loan striker from Sporting... who does have some decent physicals, is probably the weakest part of it. Although he does have good finishing and composure. Work rate's not awful, and off the ball's actually pretty good as well, but his concentration and some of these mentals do seem a bit... They've actually got another defensive-minded player here in Jorman Campuzano as well. Campuzano, rather. Solid-ish tackling, so it gives us more options in that central midfield role as well. Right back, they've got Arietta. Solid. Really solid. Big fan of that. And neck game on point, Christian. Victor Chust, who is a Spanish... Ooh, came through at Real Madrid. Central defender, decent. I mean, he's definitely better than Leandro Crespin, but okay, big fan of that. Solid. Doesn't matter about his height, really. He's got a good jumping reach. Solid-ish speed, not spectacular, though. Goalkeeper is Peña. He looks solid. Holy crap. They have Mihailo Ristic. Correct me if I'm wrong, friends, but I'm fairly certain we had Mihailo Ristic on my Red Star save. I mean, I'm guessing so. On like FM15. That is nuts. What a weird like confluence of circumstances. Also, look at his bloody mentals. It does seem to me like Ake would have to play alongside Schust, and then we'd have to put Ristic at left back, really, because I'm not seeing any other standout centre-backs here. So there's definitely some weaknesses in this team as far as depth goes, but really, really happy with a lot of these players so far. Really, really pleased. Also, Cesar Morales is their sort of highly rated young prospect who, you know, still only 18, Mexican, came through at Logroñez, and again, solid player. He's in the first team at 18. He can't be bad. And they've also got these guys, CD Subiza, who I'm guessing are like their, I don't know, they've got a B team, and then they've got Subiza. I'm not sure how the Spanish system works with this, so if someone could actually let me know, that'd be spectacular. Because there's this guy, Javier Senderos, no relation to Philip, I assume, but still, 17 years old, and he's arguably better. Very interesting. Are they an affiliate side? I don't understand this. Or is it just like OSASUNA C, but it's just got a different name? I'm guessing that's what it is. Wow, he's on huge money, though. So it's an affiliate club. But then so are they, technically. I'm sure someone will be able to fill me in exactly what the situation with Subiza is, because it looks like they're a different team, but they're appearing within our dev center. Unless that's something we could do before. I don't know. Maybe it's the Spanish thing. I have no clue, but I'm excited to find out. I'm just excited to see what we can come up with here. Oh, hello. I didn't even notice this. Firstly, Timothy Weah's here. That's awesome. Pretty damn cool. But also, it's buddy Jonathan Caglieri, who is actually a pressing forward. I mean, I'll be honest with you. For the specific role we use, you can see that obviously finishing, I still like good finishing as well, if we can do. But first touch is better, passing is the same, aggression is better, anticipation is way better, bravery is better, composure is a tiny bit worse in fairness, concentration is better, decisions a tiny bit worse, off the ball's relatively the same, teamwork's great, work rate's great, lacks a little bit of speed, but he's not glacially slow, not spectacularly fast at the same time, though I agree. There's definitely options here with both O'Connor and Caglieri, so I'm pleased with that. Right, let's crack on and get to the first game and see what happens. Okay, so we've had our team meeting, and obviously managerial support is still poor. That would literally be poor no matter what we do at this stage, which is fine. The club atmosphere, well, that looked a lot better in that other screen a second ago, is definitely a lot better than it has been at previous sides we've been to. The cohesion is already really solid as well. There's no issues with the players wanting to leave or anything like that as well, which is excellent. This is one of these things that's just going to come with us getting to know the players, chatting to them, getting some results with them, and I think that can come with time. I think arguably this is the best position we've actually taken over a club so far in this save as well. Right, so here we go. First game in charge. Oh, by the way, just as a side note, next episode is going to start with the derby against Zaragoza, because that's just perfect, isn't it? So we play against Mallorca today, a team who are a couple of places above us, but really, conceivably, they're one win away from us right now. And we're in a bit of a fight right now. We've had half the season, but there's still a long way to go, and I just don't think we're one of the worst sides in this league. They don't concede that many. They're sort of a mid-table as far as conceding goals go. Don't know where they sit XG-wise, but that's their actual goals. The issue for them seems to have been scoring goals. Now, admittedly, that's been an issue for some of my teams in the past, but I feel like once it clicks, it really does click. Obviously, I haven't done a team selection yet, but I've got the tactics in with the right ideas. Obviously, we've got both of them with us, just in case, because this is something that, for all I know, this might be the one that actually works for us at this level. You just don't know. Maybe utilising an advanced forward instead to make those runs, perhaps. I don't know. Or a combination of the two. Obviously, it doesn't have to be one or the other. Or something brand new. You just never know. Right, selection advice, and we'll kind of go from there. I'll let my assistant go initially. Okay, that's kind of interesting that they'd go straight for that. Now, we might have injuries that I just don't know about. It will take a little while for the tactical familiarity to build up. That's fine. Yeah, none of this makes me happy. None of this at all makes me happy. There's a lot of nasty links building up, though, which is very frustrating, but we can sort that. Right, okay, so what do I want to do? I think Eric Anderson needs to start further up, just for now. I think Askisabar definitely needs to be in here, and I want Lucas de Vega in there. Guillermo, that's fine. O'Connor or Caglieri? I might just start with Caglieri, since he fits exactly what we're doing, but I might change my mind on that one. Although, look at his performances. Actually, no. O'Connor scored goals for them. He lacks a bit of quality, but he's not bad physically, but more. I feel like I'd rather play Arke there and then Ristic at left back, possibly. Because there's already an existing partnership there too. Messi is unregistered. The disrespect is immeasurable. Does that mean I can't use Lionel Messi at the moment? He's not registered. Imagine having Lionel Messi on your books and not registering him. Okay, maybe we can do registration properly after this game and have a look. But I imagine there's deadlines. That be our setup for now. Now, again, subject to change, of course, but from what we did our little looking at and stuff, this for me feels like something I would be happy with for now. Plus, it gets rid of a couple of poor partnerships. Obviously, that one still exists, but maybe they were playing in different roles. It's hard to say. Let's just quickly check. So we actually did play in that position and was better there. To be fair to him, he got better average ratings when he played deeper than he was when he was sitting further up. Great on both feet too, which is very exciting. Like, we're not expecting to win this game. I'm just trying. I mean, I can see why they might have dropped Askasibar. Look at the average ratings on him, but then we don't know where they were playing him. I'm excited. First game in charge of OSASUNA. Let's go. I am genuinely excited. Some of the fans have got massive reservations about my team selection. That's fine. But from what I looked at and the players I wanted to look, those look like the players that were best for the system I wanted to play. We're in Mallorca. We're having a bloody lovely time. It's not like these guys are in brilliant form themselves. If we can just come here and start showing some of the signs of what I like about the style of play that we want to use, then I'll be happy. That's really my plan for the first few matches. Just bet ourselves in. See if we can grab a point or two here and there and just slowly... And look at that, Atletico top of the league as well. And Barcelona are 5th, by the way. Can we talk about that for a second? And it's El Clasico as well. So we will see. In the away kit today, now we do have the 3D kits in. I think they are showing up. It definitely looks like they are. Although it seems that we're actually in our 3rd kit. I don't really know at this point. But this is a very different quality of league. Here comes Gonzalez, bringing the ball out on this left-hand side here. Not using a great deal of speed right now, but that left foot is certainly going to be helpful. Just throws himself into a tackle. I like it. It's the pre-jump. I want to give these guys a chance to win me over as well. And I won't be afraid to take them out if they do start to perform horrendously, because we've got players to shift things around if we need to. Gonzalez now, driving forward, got options. Guillermo is one of them. Right on the side for Josh O'Connor. Oh, side netting, but really nice stuff already. Inside 2 minutes, we look good. Segui. Pozzo. Right, we've got to be careful here, because that run is being made, and it's a good ball through for Ibanez. And well played. Peña makes a good stop. Dangerous one. Defense looked a little bit unorganized, but nevertheless, How is that a goal kick? I'm excited about what this season goes. We're in a lovely part of the world, lovely part of Spain. We've got jet skis for days. O'Connor's making a nice run again. Can he square it? Oh, Josh, please. Okay, I'm liking some things about Josh O'Connor so far, but his decision-making is letting him down a little bit. Has Guillermo out wide, finds the ball for O'Connor again. It's a tight angle for O'Connor, and it's saved by the goalkeeper. But once again, O'Connor is making lovely runs. I'm pretty pleased with that. We're controlling possession, looking pretty even, I'd say. Though they are... Arce's having a poor time, and I do wonder if that is just because he's failing to win some of those aerial duels. Something we can work on. It's fine. We can maybe bring on Lornashek. It's fine. But O'Connor, really enjoying him so far. I'd say there was a lot of positives in that first half. We looked creative. Most of the good stuff came through O'Connor making some good runs, but I'm sure we'll find other attacking avenues as well as the team gets more used to things. And again, O'Connor behind. They're letting him through. O'Connor with the strike, and it's in the bottom corner. And that right there, maybe this was the type of striker we needed all along. Bear in mind, he is still playing as a pressing forward on support, but he's just making those kinds of runs. It's weird. I feel like the way this tactic needs to work is we want a player who essentially has all the skill set of an advanced forward as well as some of the pressing forward stuff, mixed, but still play him as a pressing forward, so he kind of just does a bit of both. And maybe we just need a different role, but honestly, it worked there. Brilliant stuff from O'Connor, and we lead. Got to be careful. Guillermo, edge of the box for De La Vega. De La Vega? De Vega. O'Connor goes for goal, and it's just wide. He is definitely going to be a sink as far as XG goes, but still, is more important right now than the vanity of getting a second goal, although Gonzalez is through, and he very nearly does get a second goal, and O'Connor very nearly turned provider with that beautiful pass. I am a fan of this team. Oh, wow, okay. We've been really good here. I just want to say, oh, what a save! Oh, my goodness. Pena. I mean, the man may have well just won us a match with a save like that. That was a terrific stop. Uh-oh. Come on, lads. Stay strong. We haven't really had a chance to sort this stuff out yet. And he's done it again. Burnich's ball through. Pena's there again. Big fan of his already. He reminds me of Joe Walsh. Oh, by the way, I'm almost certain Joe Walsh left Szeged. I think his release clause was triggered, which is a shame because I think they could really done with him. But then again, well, last time we checked on them, they were winning the bloody league, so maybe not. Guillermo, lovely little one-touch stuff around the box here. Andre now. Arietta out wide. Round the side for Guillermo. Oh, if this turns into a goal, it's going to be a corner, it's fine. And he's got the height too. Is there a run for him, though? Actually, to be fair, he can just go himself here, apparently. He's into the box. Can he win the penalty, maybe? We got a corner, and that's what matters there. And that's going to do it. Mallorca 0, Osasuna 1. We're going to win our first game in charge, away from home, no less. That's insane. And Guillermo now, oh, go on. Is there a second one late on? He's got runners across from him. He has to find one of them. Goatee, the captain. Not quite as Guillermo still in the box. This play's not done yet. All the way through and cleared away. And surely that is going to do it now. We've got away with it. Could have been 2 right at the end there. I am ecstatic with this. Performance-wise was brilliant. Defensively, solid, but the team already had a bit about that. But I think we look very good going forward here. O'Connor could have had possibly multiple goals. And that's just off of one game with 1 day of training. I'm excited about what we could potentially do with Osasuna. This squad is really good. Maybe I'm just overvaluing it because of what we had before, and maybe compared to the rest of La Liga, it's crap. But I like these players a lot. There's some interesting personalities in here, and I cannot wait to see what we can do with them. That win pulls us 3 points above the drop zone, actually pulls us above Mallorca, and amazingly above Athletic. Now, I noticed that Huesca won, though, over Almeria, so it's certainly getting very tight down towards the bottom here, but that win has really just eased some of the nerves on us a little bit, and I think, really, if we could have a good season for us right now, we'll be pulling these guys up and probably finishing like 14th or 13th with them, but you never know. Maybe this is a false dawn as well. There is that too. I'm extremely surprised and excited by that. And we still don't have our first home game until... Oh my god, look at this run. We have Zaragoza away next. Almeria at home. Cadiz away, although Cadiz are actually a pretty good side. Huesca in there as well. This next month of the season is probably going to define the entire damn year at this rate. So, yeah, tune in for that in the next video, I suppose. If you've enjoyed this, and I hope you have, I've had a bloody great time today. Sorry, Danny Ings unregistered for Villarreal, just spotted that. Drop a like, that'd be awesome. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, that'd be amazing too. I stream on Twitch Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, so go follow there too, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the games against Real Zaragoza, and I'm guessing Villarreal as well. I want to give you a little bit more than just like 2 games. So, see you guys then. Hold your gun. Chat tomorrow. Bye-bye.